When you think about where a dealership makes its money, you probably picture the sprawling lot out front. But the real financial engine sits quietly behind a closed door, the finance and insurance office. The people inside this room handle every vehicle delivery, yet they are not car salespeople. Their job is exclusively to optimize the financial transaction once the vehicle has already been selected. They measure their success with one critical metric: dollar per copy. This represents the average profit generated on every single unit that leaves the dealership. Mastering this single number separates a standard dealership from an elite, profit-generating enterprise. This April 2026 performance report for dealerships across Florida, Ohio, and Texas reveals how top revenue is generated. At the very top, Zach Salem generated an astounding $3,243 per copy. Demetrius Davis and Kyra Tolliver trail by nearly $1,000. This raises a question about the data. What exact mechanism allows these three specific managers to travel so much further down the road to dollar per copy than the rest of the network? A performance gap this wide indicates a highly tuned, specific financial strategy, not simple statistical variation. To find the answer, look at the Vehicle Service Contract, or VSC, sales percentages on the right side. The top three earners in overall profitability are identical to the top three in VSC penetration: Zach at 79%, Demetrius at 61%, and Kyra at 56%. The service contract acts as the primary transport vehicle for the dealership's profitability. It is the bus that carries the transaction toward its maximum potential. Mathematically, a finance manager without a high-capacity VSC bus remains stranded at base-level profitability, regardless of the volume of cars sold. Even with strong VSC numbers, Zach Salem is still nearly $600 ahead of second place, suggesting the presence of an additional accelerant in his process. Gap Insurance provides the high-octane fuel lead to push that VSC bus to maximum financial speed. Zach Salem's individual performance data undeniably proves this theory. He maintains a flawless 100% gap penetration rate across all his deliveries. A perfectly tuned transport system only breaks the elusive $3,000 per copy milestone when it is flooded with a complementary accelerant like gap. When we consolidate these isolated data points, a single, cohesive mechanical framework for the department emerges. The base car deal provides the road, the VSC provides the heavy lifting container for profit, and gap provides the multiplier. While this system produces high returns on a spreadsheet, the machinery requires more than just the correct parts to run. Having the bus and the gasoline is useless without a driver who possesses the correct vision to steer the interaction. This leads to the human element of the report. How do these managers achieve these numbers without relying on aggressive pressure tactics? The documentation suggests that Zach, Demetrius, and Kyra operate on a principle of value alignment. The report notes that when customers see value in the service contract, the finance manager's role shifts from selling a product to providing a form of protection. This perspective alters the interpersonal dynamic in the office, dissolving friction and establishing mutual trust between the manager and the buyer. The report describes the finalized transaction as the moment where two minds meet, the intersection of the manager's intent and the customer's recognition of their own needs. This authentic meeting of the minds closes the deal and directly generates the outlier figures seen on the April spreadsheet. The record-breaking performance of Zach, Demetrius, and Kyra serves as the ultimate benchmark for this approach. Peak automotive profitability reflects a genuine belief in the product's value.